Welcome to the Preps Roundtable. I am Tony Mealy, joined by Scott Springer and Nick Dukovic. And today we are discussing the LaSalle basketball team state title this past weekend. I'm LaSalle's beat writer, so I've covered them a lot over the last year or so. Scott has seen them a couple times, including their regional finals win over Moeller. And Nick was in Columbus this weekend covering for me when I was off, so he was there for the state weekend. So Nick, what was your assessment of just what you saw from that LaSalle team this past weekend?
This is the first time that I've seen LaSalle play these at the state semifinals in the championship game, and they were as advertised. They really play as a team. Every possession, it seems like every guy touches the ball. They're not in a hurry to get shots off. I think every guy on the floor, especially the starters, are capable of putting the ball into the basket. And just for example, in the state championship game, they're down by 8 points in the first quarter, but they don't get nervous. They hang in there. They stay within themselves, and second quarter they're right back in.
Well, when you saw the layup line, and I know that the other team had 2 6'8" guys, were you at all concerned just looking at the size and passing the eye test?
Oh yeah, because these 6'8" guys, Jalen Robinson and Devin Scott from Northland, these guys just aren't big. They can play, and they can play well. And I talked to Brandon Neal about that after the game, and he just said, we got to attack. We can't show them that we can't show them that we're afraid to go to the basket. So Neal just had attack, and draw fouls.
Well, that's the GCL way. They're never afraid of a big team like that. Moeller wasn't, LaSalle wasn't, and my first glimpse of LaSalle was up at UD Arena, and I'm watching Withrow, and I'm watching Winton Woods, and I'm watching Moeller, all very good D1 teams. Then LaSalle comes out, and it's like they're almost everything. They're the perfect combination. They have seniors, they shoot the ball well, they rebound well. They're not tall, but they're not small either. They got a couple 6'3" long arm guys. Brandon Neal's an excellent player. Fleming's going to go on to NKU. I thought they were the total package. I watched them against Moeller, and they beat Moeller pretty much handily twice, really, if you want to look at it. 42-28 in the one game, and then in the tournament game, it was a blowout early on, and Moeller made a big run toward the end. So nice story with Dan Fleming being able to cut the nets there and then winning the title, and just a great story all the way around, and nice job, Lancers.
And about Coach Fleming, I asked him, he was on the bench for both games, state semifinals and the championship game, and I asked him if he was under doctor's orders, if he was allowed to sit on the bench, and he said he's not supposed to scream and yell, but I can guarantee you he was definitely screaming.
Yeah, so. Dan's pretty excited. Well, you guys both mentioned that LaSalle wasn't scared in the state final. I watched most of the game on television, and one play that really stuck out to me was Ryan Fleming got the ball at the top of the key in one play in the first half, and as soon as he got the ball, he took it right to the hole, went for a dunk. He missed it, but he got fouled. I was just stunned that he just, there was no hesitation. It was, I don't care if you're 6'8", I'm going right at you, and I'm not going to be denied. So that was very impressive. And I don't know about you guys, but once LaSalle beat Moeller in the regional finals, I just kind of had this feeling it didn't matter who LaSalle was going to play. They were not going to lose at the state tournament.
Well, the tougher game was the semifinal with the tip-in by Woosty.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You look at Ryan Fleming, Brandon Neal, Matt Woosty. Those are the 3 guys that started as sophomores. And look what happened at state this weekend. Neal and Fleming were the top 2 scorers for LaSalle in both games. Neal had 45 points combined, 22 in the final, 23 in the semis. Shot 65% from the floor. Fleming had 28 points combined, and of course Matt Woosty, who I ranked him my 5th best high school football player this past fall, just based on his clutch ability. The bigger the game, the bigger the moment, the bigger he plays, and of course it's Woosty who has that clutch tip-in, basically at the buzzer almost, to advance to the final.
Garbage points. That's why you follow up, though. Foul the shot. No, somebody didn't box out.
And that's the thing. Whenever a game is getting down to the wire and someone takes that shot, near the final seconds, everybody just has that tendency to just kind of watch it because they think the game's over, but it's not. Yeah, you got to box out. But
let's start up now for next year. Okay, Moeller and LaSalle for next year. You know what LaSalle has coming back. I know what Moeller has coming back. Josh Lemons is the key guy, of course. And Moeller has pretty much the starting 5 coming back, and they're going to be taller early on. Who do you say?
Well, I think losing Barlow is going to hurt, losing Byers is going to hurt, but then LaSalle's losing 4 starters. I think next year it's pretty much wide open, but in the GCL in general, especially between those 2 teams.
Moeller has Davenport and Watkins who played as sophomores. They have Ben Galimo who played. They have Alex Voss, Tony Sabato, a starter. I like Moeller's size, and they're transitioning back to a bigger team. And you know more about LaSalle than I do, but I think the Crusaders are looking really good for next year.
I guess I would just say LaSalle probably brings back the best player in Josh Lemons, but I think Moeller probably brings back a little more overall in terms of talent. But kudos to LaSalle, first state title since '96. Congratulations, Lancers.